Welcome. So here's a thought here, guys, right? And I was thinking of it. Are men getting too civilized to be men anymore? You know? And what I mean by that is, when I was a young man, I was living in Canada, and I was living in a small town, very small, 800 people. Everybody knew everybody, but men were really men there, right? They were lumberjacks or whatever, but they were men, all of them real men. And we used to go to the big city, to the bars. And I'm talking 15 miles away maybe, and it wasn't a big city, it was only 1,300 people in that whole town. But to us it was a big city. And we used to go to the bars there, and the men in there were, they didn't dress up, they just come straight from the work, which is mostly lumberjacking, had beards, had caps, had red and black checkered shirts. Yeah, they did wear them then, they still wear them now in Canada. And a lot of them used to have a big thick belt on with a great big hunting knife on it. So we had to be careful. We did what we said and how many drinks we had, and watch our mouth a bit. And they used to have half-ton trucks outside, with Winchesters hanging across the back window. You've seen those movies. And yeah, it did exist. And I was in it. And I enjoyed it. There used to be a few fights here and there, of course. That's the way it was. But have we moved on now? Obviously, it's not quite as like that now. I think in some places, if you go to, you will find that. But in general, it's not. But men seem to be, from generation to generation, which I have noticed, that men are starting to not act like real men anymore. They're acting more like, more in touch with their feelings, as it were. And, and I feel uncomfortable when I meet younger men who are like that, because I really don't get on with them that well. I don't think that's the way to go, right? Being a man is the main thing, right? And one of the reasons I got on well with the men that were men is because I knew I could trust them. I knew what they were showing me wasn't an act or anything. What I saw is what I got, That's the difference, see? That is the big difference. What do you people think out there? Do you think that, maybe we should get more in touch with our feelings, and maybe we should cry more? What do you guys think? Do you think, I'm just an old wolf or whatever who's had his time and time moves on?